Have you ever heard the story of the people of the cave? Why Allah mentioned this story in the Quran? Hi, my name is Muhammad Atik.
My name is SABIQ.
And today we will share to you the story of Ashabul Kahfi. Allah mentioned in Quran, Am hasibata anna ashabal kahfi wal raqim kanu min ayatina ajaba, which means, do you think that the people of the cave and the inscriptions were one of our wondrous signs? So, what can we learn from this ayah? Allah wanted to show His miracle to us. Once upon a time, there were a group of 7 young believers. They came between the period of Nabi Isa and Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. During that time in the city, there was a king named Dagnaeus under the Roman Empire. He was a tyrant king and executed anyone who did not follow his order. And the majority of people during that time were worshipping other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These 7 young men were strangers. They were neither families nor friends. They did not know each other. However, they all shared the same belief that they should not worship other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One day, they were praying together in the hidden place because if anyone sees them worship Allah, the people of the city will report to the king of Dagnaeus. Unfortunately, there was a guy who saw them worshipping other than the god of Dagnaeus. So, this guy reported to the king, there is a group of young men that worship other than our god. After the king heard the news about them, the king ordered for them to be brought before him. So when they stood in front of the king asked them, "Who do you worship?" And those young men replied, "We worship only Allah, and there is no other God greater than Allah." That is why Allah praised them in the Quran, "Innahum fityatun amanu bi rabbihim wa zidnahum huda." They were young men who believed in their Lord, and Allah gave them more and more guidance. When the king heard their answer, he gave them a chance. Some of the scholars said the king gave them 1 day to revert to the Dagnaeus religions. So these young men used that opportunity to leave the city. They were planning to hide in the cave and ask for mercy of Allah. إِذْ أَوَى الْفِتْيَةُ إِلَى الْكَهْفِ فَقَالُوا رَبَّنَا آتِنَا مِنْ لَدُنْكَ رَحْمَةً وَهَيِّئْ لَنَا مِنْ أَمْرِنَا رَشَدًا. When the youth retreated to the cave and said, "Our Lord, grant us from yourself mercy and prepare for us from our affair right guidance."
They continued walking until they reached the cave. They ate and then fell into a deep sleep afterwards. It was said that they were sleeping with their eyes wide open. Years passed while they remained in a sound slumber, oblivious to the world around them. وَلَبِثُوا فِي كَهْفِهِمْ 300 سِنِينَ وَازْدَادُوا تِسْعًا. And they remained in their cave for 300 years and exceeded by 9. After 309 years of sleep, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala woke them up. They discussed the length of their sleep and eventually planned to send a discreet and clever person to find for food, as King Dagnaeus and his followers would inflict severe torture if they were to be caught. In reality, King Dagnaeus had already died and a devout Muslim king took his place. Meanwhile, one of the men sent to find food arrived at the city. He was astounded by the changes in landmarks and buildings. The unfamiliar scenes perplexed him. The confused caveman was led by someone to a restaurant where he paid with ancient currency, causing astonishment among the seller. Word spread, and he was brought before the righteous king by the crowd. After their meeting, the king wanted to meet the other caveman. Upon arriving at the cave, the main caveman reassured his friends by entering first and delivering the joyful news of King Dagnaeus' passing and the righteous Muslim king's rule. The friends were elated upon hearing this. Subsequently, Allah concealed the cave and its location from sight. The believers debated whether to build a structure as a memorial or a mosque for seeking blessings at the revered site. To this day, the tale of Ashab al-Kahfi continues to be shared and cherished. It serves as a reminder of the power of faith, the endurance of believers in the face of adversity, and the unwavering protection granted by Allah. It teaches us that no matter how dire the circumstances may seem, if we remain steadfast in our beliefs, Allah will guide us through the darkest of times, just as He guided the companions of the cave.